Have you ever wanted to make like a really cool short film with your friends and just try to make it like as close to Hollywood quality as you possibly can on zero budget? Well, this series is for you. I'm trying to do just that. My sister is directing a fantasy comedy short film called Friends in Another Dimension, and if you'd like to hear more about the premise, go ahead and catch yourself up with this video in the corner. Today, I'm giving you the second update on the process of filming, prop making, visual effects, everything that's going on behind the scenes right now to make this dream a reality. One of the things that we've done a ton of since the last update was making props, like so many props. The first update mostly focused on costumes, but we've been making all kinds of things. Now, I suppose you would call this set dressing. Hopefully you can see this all right. This is a blacksmith sign completely made out of foam, and it's just painted up. Basically, we took some pink foam, carved it into the wood texture, and then painted it. These are some EVA foam straps, kind of like what exercise mats are made out of. And then, since we can't make any prop do a single service on this, the other side looks like it's made of less planks and is a sandwich salesman sign. So sandwich is only 3 Clarence coin, which is the currency of the fantasy world. Another prop that we made that I'm super proud of and actually got to shoot a few days ago is these royal documents. These kind of make the holder a honorary citizen of the dimension, and yeah, it was really fun to make. They're kind of modeled after the letters of marque from Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's a whole document holder. That's my face up there, and then it's all designed up. We've got a purple wax seal and signature, and I actually have 3 of these because I knew they were gonna get like destroyed and wrinkled, and this one kind of already has, but we still need a different variation of it in another scene, so I have more ready to go. In addition, I've also repainted these dollar store chains to make them all rusty and look a little bit more real, and I think with some sound design, sort of like this, they'll seem very realistic. Made this book called The History of Royals, wherein some people learn about what's going on in the Dimension Kingdom. And on the inside, it just looks full of Sharpie, and we've been writing some fun stuff in there, and then it also just has the part of the script that the character has to read out of this book. This is a stunt book here that is going to get cut in half and thrown at someone's face in kind of a funny little, you know, shot in slow motion. The book called Thwack is going to hit someone in the head. I don't know. We thought it was kind of funny. So this is just made out of cardboard, and I was going to make a video detailing the whole creation, but it was taking forever, and I didn't quite document all of it. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. Well, those are most of the props that I've made since we last updated you. We've also filmed twice since the last update, bringing our total of filming hours to 6, and I would approximate we have, and I've been cutting this together as we go, probably about 5 minutes of video. We've shot 7 pages, and so far there have been 9 visual effects shots, and the document that has the script in it is about 28 pages. So that's very fun. We've also had a composer signed on named Arthur Padak, and I'm very excited to work with him. I will continue to give shout-outs as per our agreement, and I think it's going to add a huge amount of quality to the final product, having some bespoke music. A huge part of no-budget filmmaking is just planning every single detail that you can think of before you go shoot. Like, we just make lists upon lists, we storyboard even if we're not going to use them. In fact, let me go grab some storyboards for you. So yeah, we've had the director storyboard a lot of the scenes, and you know, it just doesn't have to be perfect. It just gets the idea of the shots across and what everybody's going to say. That's been pretty helpful so far, and I think we will continue to do it, especially for the more complicated shots like the extremely fun fight scene. In the VFX area, I've put together, as I said, 9 VFX shots, and those are just any shots that I've had to like take out of Premiere and work on in other programs like After Effects and Blender. And they've been super fun to do. I've done the portal, I put a caterpillar in a shot, I added a tent to a shot. A lot of these things are not for spectacle, they're more because we cannot afford to build like a medieval tent in a backyard or in the middle of the woods, and we don't have a live caterpillar. It's just these little things that make the budget seem a little bit bigger by me just doing a couple hours of work in After Effects. I've also started building a 3D model for the throne room of the castle, as well as the exterior of the castle, which is going to be matched to a real-life amphitheater that we are going to film at. In addition, I've been experimenting with different 3D modeling software for people and generating models of specific people so that we can have digital doubles for super wide shots or like fight and stunt stuff that will just kind of add a sense of scale and make it a little easier on some of our actors who don't really want to fall down a cliff. A huge part of this process is just doing whatever we can to push forward in every area possible for the film. So like, I'm always thinking about what props we need, what locations we need, visual effects, things I don't know. I just kind of run through my head over and over again, and we try and figure out how to make it happen. There's a lot to figure out when you don't have very much of a team or a budget, but I think it will work out, and I'm very excited to see the final result. Speaking of the final result, it's going to be in 4K 2:1, and I just learned about bitrate, which is a whole other thing about rendering that I didn't know that I needed to know. So that will make the final result not have so many weird compression blocks in it, and will make a huge difference down the line. This is the highest fidelity that we've like ever shot a thing in, and it hopefully it looks good. Well, I think that's about all for this update. Stay tuned because I'll be making another one shortly, I imagine. I've got some more stuff to film and some more stuff to figure out, so make sure you stick around. If you're into this stuff, please subscribe. It helps out a ton. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, and we're actually making really good progress. So thank you so much for everybody who's already supporting this, and I look forward to seeing you here in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.